Okay, who's ready for some more Magic the Gathering? And we're going to be looking at some more artwork today, and yeah, we'll start with this one. This is Dream Thrush from Invasion, and it is a 1/1 for 2 with flying. With a tap for target land becomes a land of target land becomes a land of the basic land type of your choice until the end of turn. Then we've got flavor text which says, whether for good or ill, their arrival always means change. Looks like we've got a few of those. I'll put those into the invasion pile. Next we have from Tempest some Thalakos Mistfolk. Pretty creepy looking artwork, that, isn't it? That artwork is by Richard Kane Ferguson. This is a 2/1 for 3 with Shadow. And then it also has an ability for 1 blue, put Thalakos Mistfolk on top of owner's library. They are between in every way. Liner, Soltari Emissary. That's Tempest. Got a few of those. Where's my Tempest pile? There it is. About a few days away, so I'll definitely be forgetting where the piles are. I'm just going to organise these piles a bit better. This is getting a right mess. Look at the state of these. My Visions pile. This is Mirage. Homeland. Alliances. And some Urza's Destiny on the end there. Right, sorry about that. Back to it. Next we have from Exodus a Thalakos Scout. Very interesting piece of artwork there. That's from Darren Bader. It's a 2/1 for 3 with Shadow, and it has the ability to choose and discard a card. Return Thalakos Scout to owner's hand. Thalakos. Exodus is somewhere. There it is in the middle. And we have a Walking Dream. Again, very interesting piece of artwork. And that is by Richard Kane Ferguson again. This is a 3/3 for 4. Walking Dream is unblockable. Walking Dream does not untap during your untap phase if any opponent controls 2 or more creatures. Dreams, by definition, live shorter lives than those who dream them. Nice Stronghold. Where is my Stronghold pile? Where is it? Pretty sure I have one. Oh, all the way at the top there. We've got another Torment card here. This is a Hydromorph Guardian. Pretty cool piece of artwork. That's by Glenn Angus. That is a 2/2 for 3 with an ability for blue and sacrifice Hydromorph Guardian to counter target spell that targets 1 or more creatures you control. In front of every strong leader is a pool of loyal bodyguards. Another Torment card. We have a Skywing Avon. The artwork is Matt Cavota. This is a 2/1 bird soldier for 3 with flying, of course. Discard a card from your hand, return Skywing Avon to its owner's hand. I am as the wind that bears me, harsh yet gentle, fleeting yet ever present. Together we fly beyond imagination. We have a Plane Shift card here. This is a Hunting Drake. It's a 2/2 for 5 with flying. When Hunting Drake comes into play, put target red or green creature on top of its owner's library. Even the fiercest beast will flee when faced with the possibility of becoming dinner. Where is Plane Shift? All over there. We have a Serpent here. Might have had this one before. Lovely piece of artwork. This is a Kukemsa Serpent. This is by artwork by Ian Miller. It's a 4/3 for 4 with Island Home. If defending player controls no islands, this creature cannot attack. If you control no islands, bury this creature. It has a 1 and sacrifice islands. Target land an opponent controls is an island until end of turn. Mirage Pile. I just tied that up, didn't I? Where was it? Oh, it's there. We have another serpent here, a Verdalian serpent. Another nice piece of artwork there from Christopher Muller. This is a 2/2 for 4 with a kicker of 2. Verdalian Serpent can't attack unless defending player controls an island. If you pay kicker cost, Verdalian Serpent comes into play with 4 +1/+1 counters on it. Very nice. That is over there in an invasion. Lovely, or interesting anyway, piece of artwork. What is going on there? There's a twisted mess, that, isn't it? That is a Thalakos Seer. That artwork is by Ron Spencer, my favourite. It's a 1/1 for 2 with Shadow, and if Thalakos Seer leaves play, draw a card. You see our world when you shut your eyes, so tightly that tiny shapes float before them. It's a pretty cool card there for Tempest. We have a Stormcrow from 6th, which is a 1/2 for 2 with flying. Stormcrow descending, winter unending, Stormcrow departing, summer is starting. So I've got a couple of those for 6th. We have a Wall of Distortion. Another very interesting piece of artwork there. Pretty cool. That's by Mark Teddin. This is Mercadian Masks. It's a 1/3 for 4. It's a wall, of course, so it can't attack. And for 2 and black and tap, target player discards a card from his or her hand. Plays the ability only if you could play a sorcery. It only reflects nightmares. Masks is there in the middle. Next we have Soul Channeling. Quite amusing piece of artwork there. That is Ditterliza, or Lizzie, Ditterlizzie. This is an enchant creature for 3 mana, pay 2 life, regenerate enchanted creature. Driven by masters more terrible than the Mercadians could imagine, the Dark Overseers would pay any price to keep their shipwrights working. Next we have a Power Sink. I think we've had this one before, definitely looks familiar. That's for Saga. Oh, in fact, it's the top of the previous pile. We have a Power Taint. Carrying bombs or something? I'm not sure what's going on there. This is a 2 mana enchantment. During the upkeep of Enchanted Enchantments controller, that player pays 2 or loses 2 life. It has a cycling of 2 as well. That's for Saga. We have a Veiled Serpent, which is a 3 mana enchantment, which reads, when one of your opponents successfully casts a spell, if Veiled Serpent is an enchantment, Veiled Serpent becomes a 4/4 creature that cannot attack unless defending player controls an island, and that counts as a serpent. Quite a long text there. More Saga. We have Pacifism. And then we got enchanted creature cannot attack or block. Fight? I cannot. I do not care if I live or die, so long as I can rest. Urza to Serra. We have a Sanctum Custodian. Again, a nice piece of artwork there, nice and detailed. That's from Pablo Parente. It is a 1/2 for 3 with a tap to prevent up to 2 damage to target creature or player. Sarah told them to guard Urza as he healed. 5 years they stood. We have Congregate, which is lots of angels around someone, I'm guessing, speaking to them. This is a 4 mana instant. Target player gains 2 life for each creature in play. In the gathering there is strength for all who founder. Renewal for all who languish, love for all who sing. Song of All, Canto 642. Quite a few marks on that card. We have a Rune of Protection white. That's a strange piece of art. Someone crouched over there. The angles seem very odd. That is a 2-mana enchantment. Prevent all damage from you from a white source with cycling of 2. And to go with that one, we have the Rune of Protection black. Bit more morbid. And of course, prevent all damage from you from a black source. Also from Saga, we have a Disciple of Grace. Disciple of Grace, sorry. And that one is by, artwork is by Rob H. Ruppel, or Rob Ruppel. It's a 1/2 for 2 with a protection from black. It also has cycling, and then it says beauty is beyond law. Jump scare time, there you go. That is a Cackling Fiend. Lovely piece of artwork there, creepy, very creepy. That's by Brian Despain. It's a 2/1 for 4. It's a zombie. When Cackling Fiend comes into play, each of your opponent chooses and discards a card. Its windpipe is only the first to amplify its maddening laughter. What's the Saga here? This is Pestilence. Lovely bit of artwork there again. Really cool. That's by Pete Venters. This is an enchantment for 4 mana. At the end of each turn, if no creatures are in play, sacrifice Pestilence. Pestilence deals 1 damage to each creature and player for 1 black. We have a card from 6th here. This is Fit of Rage. And that is Douglas Schuler's artwork. This is a 2-mana sorcery. Target creature gets +3/+3 and gains first strike until end of turn. Anger is fleeting. Remorse is eternal. Khan, Silver Golem. Next we have Pyrotechnics. Nice piece of artwork that. This is again in 6th. Artwork's by Anson Maddox. It's a 5-mana sorcery. Pyrotechnics deals 4 damage divided any way you choose amongst any number of targets, creatures, and/or players. Hi Ni Ya, behold the man of flint. That's me. 4 lightning zigzag from me. Strike and return. Navarro War Chant. And we've got a Saber-Tooth Dagger. And that is a 2/1 for 3 with first strike. I fear anything with teeth measured in handspans, nor in the wary. We have a Lightning Blast. A bit of damage on this one. Quite a few of these 6th ones seem to be a bit worn. And this is a 4-mana instant. Lightning Blast deals 4 damage to target creature or player. Those who fear the darkness have never seen what the light can do. Selenia, Dark Angel. We have a Bodyguard, an Anaba Bodyguard, which is a Minotaur, which is a 2/3 for 4 with first strike. Not all Minotaurs are tribal, some are freelance. Eren the Relentless. And we have a repeat Horned Turtle, which we've had before, as a Stormcrow. Had all these before. Windrake, Giant Growth. I'm pretty sure we've had. I'm not sure we've had this artwork, so I'll quickly show that. Pretty neat. That's by D. Lurzi. I can't say this person's name. Ditalizzi. There we go. We have an elephant. A trained Armadon. An armoured elephant. It's a 3/3 for 3. These are its last days. Better to grow broad and heavy. Better that the enemy is crushed beneath its carcass. We have a Sealed Worm, which is a 8 mana 7/6. Wow. Flourishing during the Ice Age, these worms were the bane of all Kjorans. Their great size and ferocity made them the subject of countless nightmares. They embodied the worst of the Ice Age. Kjolsjor Ice Civilization. Different artwork for Giant Spider there. Was it caught in its web? I'm not sure. Is it dragon maybe? I'm not sure. That is a 2/4 for 4, and Giant Spider can block as though it had flying. It's not far into the trap as the crow flies. We have some Panther Warriors. They are Cat Warriors. They are 6/3 for 5 mana. The dogs of war are nothing compared to the cats. And last one in this pile, this is Hero's Resolve. This is a very nice piece of artwork there from Pete Venters again. This is a 2 mana enchanted creature, gets +1/+5. Destiny, chance, fate, fortune, they're all just ways of claiming your successes without claiming your failures. Gerard of the Weatherlight. There we go, let's get another pile. And we're starting with this fellow. He is a Metatron soldier. That is from Urza's Destiny. Or Legacy, I think it's Destiny. Let me check my guide. Yeah, Destiny. Metatron Soldier is unblockable. It's a 1/1 for 2. Just as Sarah crafted Angels of Light and Faith, Urza constructed an army of sorcery and power to resist the coming invasion. A lot of copies of that actually. Put all those there. Tidy that up a bit. I'll have to bind some of these soon, getting a bit chaotic. We have a Fledgling Osprey. Artwork is by Heather Hudson. That is a 1/1 for 1. Fledgling Osprey gains flying as long as it's enchanted. It isn't truly born until its first flight. More soldiers. We have a Saprazan Raider. Is that Merfolk? Yep. That's a 1/2 for 3. From Acadian Masks. When Saprazan Raider becomes blocked, return it to its owner's hand. Some quick dagger work and then back to the sea. That's the Saprazan way. Another one of those soldiers. A lot of them. We have a Port Inspector. Pretty sure we've had this chap before, so I'll just file him. But I do like the artwork. Acadian Masks. We've got a Stinging Barrier. Pretty cool there. That artwork's by Pat Morrissey. That's a 0/4 for 4. It's a wall, and it has a ability of blue and tap. Stinging Warrior deals 1 damage to target creature or player. And we have an Apocalypse card now. Another lovely piece of artwork there. This is a Reef Shaman, another Merfolk. Artworks by Scott M. Fisher. It's a 0/2 for 1. And target land type becomes the basic land type of your choice until end of turn. With 1 gesture, she can render 1,000 years of navigational charts obsolete. That one's all the way up there. We have a Tidal Courier. Might have had this one before. This is a 1/2 for 4. When Tidal Courier comes into play, reveal the top 4 cards of your library, put all Merfolk cards revealed this way into your hand and the rest onto the bottom of your library. And Tidal Courier gains flying until end of turn for a 4 mana. Pretty cool card. We've got a Living Airship, which is a ship. For 2, 3, and 4. It's a flying, and it got a for 2 and green, regenerate living airship. The ship has a crew of 3, the pilot, the gunner, and the ship itself. Another one from Apocalypse. In fact, a couple of those. We've got a repeat Hunting Drake. I'll just file that over there. I've got a few repeats in a row here, I'll just show them. And that's another Horned Turtle. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident. I feel like I've read that, but I don't recognise the art. So maybe it's a different set. It's 5th edition is this one, so it's a 1-1 for 1. And it says, most human scholars believe that merfolk are survivors of sunken Atlantis. Humans adapted to the water. Merfolk, however, believe that humans sprang forth from merfolk who adapted themselves in order to explore the last frontier. Pretty sure I've read that before as well. So maybe I have had this card. We've got a Tower Drake, which we've had before. That's from Invasion. Shimmering Wings we've had. That one doesn't look familiar though. Let's file those ones. We have a Stronghold Machinist. Actually does look a little familiar. That's from Nemesis, I think. Yeah, Nemesis. That's a 1-1 for 3. Spell Shaper with a 2 and tap discard card from your hand, counter target non-creature spell. She sketches the laws of physics until they snap. Now where is my pile for that? It's all the way up there. And I can see the previous card as well, so we definitely had that one. And another copy of that. We've got some Merfolk Traders. And that is a 1-2 for 2 from Weatherlight. When Merfolk Traders comes into play, draw a card, then choose a card and discard it. As much as I hate water, I do love fish. Marie of the Weatherlight. That's my Weatherlight pile. We've got a Manta Ray from Weatherlight, which I'm pretty sure I've had before, so I'll just file that one. Spiketail Hatchling doesn't look too familiar, but maybe we've had it. Getting to that stage now. It's a 1-1 for 2 from Prophecy with Flying. Sacrifice Spiketail Hatchling, counter target spell unless control players 1. It dodges waves of water to prepare for waves of magic. I've got quite a few copies of that one for Prophecy. Another Manta Ray. I'm pretty sure we've had this fella before. Looks familiar. There we go. I'll file that one. All the way up there. We've got a Cloud Skate, which is another Nemesis card. 2-2 for 2 with Flying. It also has Fading of 3. This creature comes into play with 3 fade counters on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, remove a fade counter from it. If you can't, sacrifice it. A couple of those. We have an Apprentice Wizard. We've had this one before. This one's in 4th edition. Waterfront Bouncer, which we've had before. Which is in Masks. Merfolk Seer. I'm not sure if we've had this one. Doesn't look too familiar. This is from Mirage. It's a 2-2 for 3. It has a 2-mana draw card. Use this ability only when Merfolk Seer is put into the graveyard from play, and only once. The sea leaves no room for tears. Zalfrin Adage. Bit of damage on that one. We've got a Covert Operative. What set is that? That is Legions. I think it's our first Legions. I don't recognise the set symbol. It's a 3-2 for 5. Covert Operative is unblockable. Some spies seek clarity, others seek transparency. I'm pretty sure that's the first one we've had in that set, so I'll put that one all the way over here. I don't recall that set anyway. I'm having a quick glance over. But can't see it. Okay, look. We've got another Timid Drake from Weatherlight. We've had that before. Weatherlight is there. We've got Sea Snid. That outworks by Chippy. That's a 3-3 for 5 with an ability of tap to target land type becomes the basic land type of your choice until end of turn. It always has the home turf advantage. That's plane shift. We've got a Fog Elemental from Weatherlight, which we've had before. Put that one over there. Stronghold Zeppelin. Don't believe we've had before, from Nemesis. There's a 3/3 for 4 with flying. Stronghold Zeppelin can only block creatures with flying. As long as the Stronghold controlled the sky, the rebels were doomed. Another Fog Elemental. We've got Teferi's Drake. Looks like a little baby one. This is a 3/2 for 3 with flying and phasing. We threw dried fruit to the drakes that rode the air, streaming along the Weatherlight's side as we sailed amidst the clouds. Cisse, captain of the Weatherlight. We have a Tolarian Drake with its transparent wings there. That's a 2/4 for 3 with flying and phasing. Many have been lost just in staring at its wings. What's seen differs from account to account, but madness is always part of the story. Another Timid Drake. Another Dream Thrush, all the way up there. I think this one's new. A Metathran Zombie. Intriguing. Very cool piece of artwork, that. That is from Arnie Svekel. That is a 1/1 for 2 with a black regenerate Metathran Zombie. Rise, Metathran, you shall serve a nobler cause in death. That is Sabo Savok, Phyrexian General. Merfolk of the Pearl Trident again. I think that's the one I remember from before. That's a 6 mana. Not 6 mana. That is a 6th edition. We've got another Seer, which we've had previously. And that one goes in Tempest, which is there. And then final card of this stack is an Avon Smokeweaver, which is from Odyssey. And this is a 2/3 for 4 with flying and protection from red. In a world still pained from burns, some are born already scarred. There we go. And I think I'll call it for this episode. And yeah, join me for more of these very shortly. Bye-bye for now.